Record. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our new podcast, Collin and the Cow. My name is Collin.
My name's the Cow.
No, your name's Lee.
All right. I'll go for that.
But you're the cow.
Cow.
All right. Explain to them why you're the cow, though.
All right. The reason why I'm the cow is because I am the chief of wisdom. C-O-W, cow, chief of wisdom. That's my moniker here. Right, Collin?
Right. Okay. So let me just explain a little bit to our audience.
Go ahead.
Okay. So many people have told me, man, you and Lee have such a great banter on your Snapchat story. You guys should have your own show. This is our attempt at actually having our own show, right?
That's it.
So,
about time. Yeah.
So, Lee, how was your weekend, man?
My weekend was great. I had a really good weekend. Got a little something done on my truck. Got a little something done on the house. Just had a good weekend. Went out to dinner. Had a couple of good dinners.
Oh, where'd you go?
Let's see. Friday night, we went to Crafty Bastards for a killer cowboy burger and live entertainment, which was really good. The guy playing there, the guitar, take my word for it, really good.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yep.
My boys had their first soccer games.
How'd they do?
Crushed it. Of course we crushed it. Maddox
good.
won his. He had like 3 goals. Schaefer had a goal or 2. But we just murdered it. It was awesome.
That's good.
So look, now we're trying to come up with a cool concept for the show, right? And
right.
On Friday, I don't know if you remember, I sent out a little snap. I think it was on Snapchat and Instagram stories saying, hey, if you have any questions that you want to ask Collin and the Cow, make sure to ask it. And I just realized that question is on that phone, which is recording the vlog.
So the questions that we have to answer are on the phone recording.
I got one question for you.
Okay, we need an engineer.
I need to get to that question.
Engineer here.
No.
Can I access it through?
I got you, bro. Give me a second.
What? How are you going to access it?
Okay.
I don't even know my name and password.
How much you want to bet?
Right now, folks, this is called dead air.
If your journey as an entrepreneur, for this.
Are you logged into the account?
No, my best friend said
He knows how much money.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, hey, ready? Says, Haley and Collin, in your journeys as entrepreneurs, what helped keep you motivated when things got tough or you were hit with roadblocks that seemed impossible? Got that?
I got it.
All right, first, explain to everybody why you're an entrepreneur as well, because nobody knows your history. So just give us the short. I'm sure over the course of this podcast, we're going to get deep into our stories as entrepreneurs, but give them the short version for now.
Well, I was in the plumbing business in South Florida for 25 years before I came to Gainesville. I've been here for 7 years in scenic Gainesville. And I guess you could say being a business owner and doing all that kind of stuff, it's like any other business. You learn your ups and downs. But to answer your question about the roadblocks along the way, that's life. I mean, life's got its ups and downs, and it's not all an easy road. I would say focus on what you want to do, where you want to be, then focus on the problem. Never focus on the problem. Always persevere and focus on wherever you're headed to, wherever you want to be. That would be my answer.
Yeah, but how do you that's how you're keeping yourself motivated?
Absolutely.
Just being focused on where you want to be?
Obstacles come in life. I mean, they come. They're going to come. That's all there is to it. So there are things that was explained to me one time out of your sphere of control. So when you have no control over these things, it makes no sense to fret about it or what am I going to do about it or anything like that. What's the point? It's out of your control. So stay focused on what you can control and do the things necessary to achieve the goal you're trying to achieve. That would be my answer.
Was there any major goal that you were always trying to achieve throughout?
When I was younger, I'll tell you, when I was younger, before I went into business, when I was in the plumbing business, My thoughts were when I was learning plumbing, let's say, from the first day to the day I became a master plumber, if I couldn't make more money or learn more, I was gone. I didn't want to be stagnant. I didn't want to stay there. If I couldn't gather more learning about the plumbing business and I couldn't make any more money, what would be the point to stay there? So I was on a fast track to be in business. And the way I had to do it was be a master plumber, and you had to take the test, and that's what you had to do.
Okay. We're going to, I want you to tell this story that you told me one time that just had me dying.
Be careful now. Be careful.
That just had me dying laughing because I think it's an amazing story. Do you remember the one about like the wife cheating on the husband that you were telling me about?
Oh, you mean the dresser drawers being thrown out in the front yard?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Can you please tell everybody that story?
Well, you'd have to know a little bit about plumbing to understand this, but
Explain it. Just explain what
I'm
happened.
19 years old, and I'm working with my cousin, taking over my uncle's business while he's in Switzerland buying cuckoo clocks. All right. So my cousin and I are taking over his business, and we get this one call about a stoppage in the sewer line. So we go out there, and the man answers the door, and he's going in there and look at the bathroom, and yeah, no doubt about it, it's stopped up. So in order to clean the drain, we have to go on the roof, and you run a cable down the vent stack to clear the stoppage down below. So we get everything out. We get the ladder, the extension cord, the sewer machine, the cable, all that stuff, go up on the roof. And we're down there cleaning out the drain. Well, just about the time we pull the cable back up because we feel like we've got something and we can hear the water running down below, here comes the owner of the house, the man, up the ladder, and he's on the roof. And he watches us as we're pulling this cable out, the last few feet of cable. And on the end of the cable, there's probably, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 prophylactics all tied onto the end of the cable.
What are prophylactics?
Well, those are condoms. So he looks at us and he says...
I knew what it was, but I just wanted it to be clear for everybody that was watching or listening.
He says, is that what I think it is? And I said, well, what do you think it is? And then he said, prophylactics. I said, that's what it is. So he says, well, I don't understand it because I don't use them. We have no children for a babysitter to be here. It's a brand new house. Nobody has been here before. I said, I don't know what to tell you, but that's what's on the line. We don't put them on there. We just take them out. So the man turned around, went down the ladder, and the next thing we know, we're wrapping everything up on the roof. Here comes all these dresser drawers that are thrown out in the front yard, out the front door with women's clothes in them. Well, we put everything in the truck and everything like that, and he's still pitching stuff out the front door. And make a long story short, it appears that his wife must have been doing something she wasn't doing, and he didn't like it too much. So he paid us, we left, and that was the end of the story.
Did you see it when she came home or no?
No, we weren't there for that episode. No.
That's the best plumbing story ever.
We've had a few of them like that. That's one I can remember.
We'll definitely have to get into more.
Okay.
Because those are awesome. Well, that was just going off subject a little bit, but I will answer this question from my perspective, right? So
don't be discouraged by life's
pitfalls. Entrepreneurs, what helped keep you motivated when things got tough or you hit with roadblocks that seemed impossible? I don't know. Like for me personally, I always look. These chairs are probably going to be all mic'd. You hear this? It squeaks. Probably sounds like the bed of the wife and the person that he was cheating with. Yeah, try it. Don't move.
Yeah.
It's like a vlogger, I think.
Hold on, what was I saying? That's going to happen a lot.
This is a one-word answer to this whole question. Perseverance.
Well, yeah, so that's my whole thing. I think I'm just blessed that I get to wake up every single day and do what I love. And that on some days it might be like, you know what? I want to start a podcast. I know nothing about podcasts, but let's start a podcast. And everybody who knows me, and I'm not saying this is the right thing to do or that you should do this. Like, I know a lot of people like to taste different things. And so they might try to do a podcast simply using the audio from their phone or something. But me, I usually go all in, right? I'm like, okay, let's do a podcast. And we get all the cool mics. We get everything set up. We want it to look good because we're going to record it and put it on video. And that's just the way I've always been. If I decide to do something, I go all in. For me, though, everything is about the journey, right? I don't even know if I have a destination. The closest thing to a destination that I have is Gainesville as the scooter capital of the world, right? I'm always talking about that vision, scooter capital of the world. But that could be so many things in reality, right? For me, it's like I just want people to know when they think the word scooter that they know New Scooters for Less, that they know Gainesville, Florida, they know the University of Florida. That's what I want. But I just enjoy every minute, like just the journey, the ride, the fact that we're like, let's wake up early, get in on Monday morning at 8 a.m. before they start like pumping the music next door. We have a boxing gym next door that likes to crank music up, which is fine. They do that, but we're like, okay, strategically trying to align time with them so we can be here when it's quiet to record this podcast. I even enjoy that,
Sure.
So for me, it's just about the journey. I don't even get hung up on the little, I always refer to them as micro failures. Like I think as entrepreneurs, you just get in the habit of failing. You're going to have little failures all the time. And I'm sure we'll dive into that a whole lot more. I mean, is there like one particular failure that you can just recall throughout your plumbing career?
I can't think of anything like right now, one major one or one that, but I mean, there's lots of little ones. I mean, there's jobs that you don't get that you look forward to getting. And there's reasons for that. You might not know it at the time, but you might learn later that lucky thing you didn't get that job. So, I mean, it's just things happen. It's life. It's just happens that way. And don't focus on that. Just persevere, keep your nose to the grindstone and just keep going. Just pick yourself up and keep going. That's it.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Persevere. That's what you need to do.
I think too many people dwell on the past. They let something that happened a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, just really drag them down and keep them from like moving forward. And it's funny because in the last couple of weeks, even I've been having this kind of quote. Well, there's just this quote kind of stuck in my head of being prepared for where you're headed. Like stop dwelling on. In fact, I like posted on Instagram last night. I'm like. It was a quote that just says, be prepared for where you're headed.
Sure.
Don't dwell on the past, right? It's funny. And it really came up last week when Ronald, who's filming right here, when Ronald we were, in the airport getting ready to go to Chicago for this Genuine Scooter Dealer Conference. And the boy has no pants.
No
right?
pants.
Like no pants. He's wearing shorts.
Okay.
He's wearing shorts, and I'm like, hey man, in business, in life, in general, like this is applicable in so many ways, literally and metaphorically, like all of it. You should always dress for where you're headed.
Exactly. Especially when you're going
and this boy's wearing shorts as we head to Chicago.
Did you
what?
Did you get the boy some pants?
He Ubered to Old Navy twice during that week to go buy pants.
Okay. You always need pants.
Twice, not once.
Remember
not
that.
once, but twice.
Yeah.
So there is a great life lesson there for
Don't forget your pants.
For business people. Oh, I'm hitting the mic. It's for business people, for anybody. Like always dress for where you are headed. Always prepare for where you are headed, and don't dwell on the past. So that was a great business lesson that I could think
dress
came from
for
that.
Success.
Absolutely.
That's it. Dress for success.
And for me, that means blue jeans and long sleeve tees.
Yeah, there
No
you go.
suits.
don't forget the pants.
So, well,
we have any more questions?
that was all the questions, I think.
Okay.
There's just one.
That's great.
It just got hit up.
I hope that whoever
get some value out of it.
Gave us that question is listening, will listen, and I hope they got some value out of it.
So I'm excited to see what kind of comes out of this. This was a fun first experimental episode.
I thought so.
Everybody is always, like I said, always saying, you and Lee need a show. You guys are so good. Like, just throw stuff because we're always holding the phone out and Snapchatting stuff.
Oh, yeah,
I'll be
all
like,
the
Lee, get
time.
over here. Come over here. I would throw stuff up.
I'm anxious to see if we can get some more questions from the viewers out there, the listeners out there, and
Yes,
just get some more questions we can talk about. Things that are on their mind or anything like that are bugging them or anything like that.
There's no particular direction or viewer that we were really trying to go for, right? But I think what would be a little bit unique or niche in a way, I mean, is because of the fact that we deal or that we have so many college students as customers and I build these relationships with a lot of them through Snapchat, through Instagram, through social media, through the dealership, that kind of thing, that I would just love to see some of their questions as they head to the next chapter of their life. You know, we have so many students that are about to graduate in a few weeks. I mean, it's the 16th, I think graduation's like right at the beginning of right at the beginning of May.
Yeah.
And as people start to head into that next chapter of their life, you know, I'd love to get some questions from them as they prepare for that, and you know, hit us up. Send
If we could help
questions.
them, that's the thing.
If you're in college, you want to know which classes to stay away from, hit us up. I mean, whatever it is, like hit us up and let Lee and I answer those for you. We look forward to having a lot of fun with this thing. And,
Absolutely.
We'll see you guys later. So,
Yeah.
You want to sign off? Sign off.
All right, this is the cow. Moo.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.